Hello, 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 Sir David the Bard. I'm coming to you from the famous conference center here in downtown Salt Lake City. Last conference, the Mormons couldn't even fill the building up. I think it holds 30,000, I'm pretty sure, but some of the top seats were not filled, and that's never happened before in conferences. Anyway, I've got some new information for you, and I'm going to share what other people know. The Bard doesn't know everything, just most things. I've said before in my videos, Steve Benson is quite a smart man, and he was at BYU, I think, at the time I was at BYU, so we're probably similar in age. And we've crossed on the Recovery Mormonism website a couple of times. And he's a smart man. His father was Ezra Taft Benson, the prophet, his great-grandfather, no, his grandfather, prophet of the Mormon Church. So Steve has a lot of ins that I don't have. He has a lot of friends. He's a Pulitzer Prize winner in the Arizona, I think it's the Sun, Arizona Sun, working. And so I found an interesting article about some information he has. People talk to Steve. People don't talk to me. They just throw shit at me. I go out on the streets. No one wants to talk to me. No one wants my autograph. They just throw tomatoes at me. So anyway, I've captured something here from Stephen's comment at Recovery Mormonism. Now here's what's very interesting. This first essay, if you want to call it that, revelation, where Brigham Young tricked the Mormon Church into hating the Negro people, that came out, and that has just caused a tremendous uproar in the Mormon Church. Now, Stephen's contact is a person who knows. They work within the church system, so they're a pretty reliable source. He says there's 13 more essays coming out to handle some of the, quote, sensitive, my quote is, lying doctrine. And so expect more to come out on polygamy and Joseph Smith and some of the other outrageous things that went on in the early and the late history here of the Mormon Church. So that was interesting to me, that there are 13 more coming out. The author of those essays is making these comments, so it seems pretty close to being truthful and good enough for me to broadcast. I'm convinced, because I've heard this in other places, that there's 13 more coming out, and now I see it in a second place, so I'm more inclined to broadcast it. So anyway, Stephen's a smart man, and he's got some really key information here, and if you want to know why the Mormon Church is doing these essays, they make it very clear that they're trying to insulate the next generation coming up, and the older generation doesn't give a shit. That's what they say. So old people, we just go, hey, we'll just pay our tithing, we don't care. And the young people say, well, see, there's the Mormon Church told you already. We don't hate the black people. Brigham Young did. So anyway, it's interesting reading. If you want to read it, please do. Thanks.